we're loose now.
We're not recording, show up.
We are now. So what would you repeat? Would you repeat that, Adam?
Well, okay, yeah. So there is a loose rhino and a loose.
Yeah, like I was saying, Adam's so stupid.
What?
What?
No,
He said Adam is the best. We love Adam.
All right. So you are in a warehouse that has 3 or 4 cages that were opened and some wild animals moving around. You have the front of this warehouse is surrounded by guards. You can hear some of them clambering, trying to get up to the 2nd story. What do you do to extricate yourself from this situation?
So I was gonna say, can I go over to like the side and just like maybe a controlled burn a hole, or like I can use my acid or whatever to like make us an open.
You want to use this spell to like burn a door, a hole?
Yeah.
You're gonna burn
I don't want to burn
the place down while the
I don't
animals
want
in
to
it.
burn the place down though.
It's going to happen.
Okay.
That's what always happens.
So tell me which spell you're using.
So
I don't recommend the fire.
no. So I'm gonna use my chromatic orb, little thing of acid, to like, cause it's just like this big ball into the side, kind of down near the ground. Okay.
What's that gonna do though? Oh, is it
Burn
acid?
through, yeah, acid.
But is it just like this much acid?
Yeah, but it'll get a hole started.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and attack the wall. I'm going to say you probably have advantage on this wall because it's not prepared for this.
Okay. So, what do you want me to roll?
I do 20.
Okay. So
19.
that's a 19 plus
25.
6, 25.
Oh wow.
All right? You really hit this wall. Like, where you wanted to hit this wall, you hit it exactly. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright.
Roll low.
I know. That's 12.
Okay. You 12 points of damage. All right. So I'm going to calculate that to say it's roughly your size is probably a little bit narrow. You have to turn your head sideways to fit in that gap you made.
Okay.
But you've successfully created a hole. Once you cast that spell, you actually hear on the other side like some like excited voices start talking, and 1 or 2 of the animals like look over your way, seeing a gap in this building, the structure now. So you're leaving at this point.
Yeah, so I'm gonna call Eviana over, and I'm gonna slip out.
Okay. Adriana, you cannot fit through this.
No. So I'm like, oh well. Looks like I'm staying.
So from the other side, I can pull out my dagger and start like working at it more.
Okay.
Like, hey, I'm not the only animal in here though. We gotta free the rest of them. But it might come out like.
And I understand that I understand she doesn't want to leave the animals,
Yeah.
so I hand her my staff of corrosion.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I don't know if you
Grab
hold
my
that
bear
with your bear
paws.
paw.
Yeah.
Corrosion.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm imagining at this point, Adriana, this is in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like,
Cool. Okay.
and so,
Tastes good.
what, you just start bumping into cages with it?
Yeah.
Singing
Okay.
the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities.
Jamming.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check for me.
Okay.
As a bear?
Well, I mean, she's a druid. She's a bear.
15.
15. You get the sense that you would need to revert back to your druidic form to like use this staff.
Okay, yeah, revert back to my druidic form and start zapping away.
Wait.
So now you're an elf and you're like just smacking those cages.
Yeah.
It's like a one-time deal. It's just like whatever you feel like.
Bippy boppy boo. You're free.
Alright, you start hearing some footsteps on the roof above. You've managed to open 3 more cages. One of the cages was to a large panther-esque cat that immediately springs forth and starts stalking you.
Okay, we're gonna make friends with it. So I'll use animal friendship for the panther.
Yep. How many times can you cast that?
That one I kept in the orb. I keep animal friendship in the green stone.
Okay.
And
I
then
think
I
this
have
is a
2
spell
other.
slot.
Yeah, then I have 2 other spell slots. So
I'm saying she's not burning another spell because you use ion stone for a storage spell slot for animal friendship.
Okay.
So you use one spell. You both use one spell. And so they used your big spell, right? That's your.
But didn't you animal friend the rhino?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she used the animal friendship for the rhino, and then.
So I used 1 level 1 slot.
Well, you got 4 level 1 slots, right? And then it's +1.
So don't worry, I'm keeping track of it.
Okay. Great. Okay. So let's see. Where were we? Oh, I remember. Okay. So, Timid, your hand is being held by this small little man, gray, big spectacles, and he's looking at you and he's like, not fish. It's the word fish. You need to beware when you hear the word fish. Danger comes for you.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man.
So, like, he's like 20 feet away, the smell is slowly receding as he walks out. I think just kind of like raises his hand, like, yeah, just leaves.
Bye.
Jack, is there anything you want to be doing in town?
I figured I probably want to do something. So I've got the credit card and the ladies left, right? And so I'm just by myself with like my really cool duds, my sword on my hip, my captain's hat. I'm blind, but I got my parrot on my shoulder, who can see for me. And
Does your parent have a good sense of style, though?
my parrot's super stylish. It matches my outfit. Yeah, so but I look I look regal and rugged, right? Kind of at the same time. It's like both regal and rugged simultaneously.
You look like you are part of the nobility, but not like the respectable kind, like the nephew who goes off and has adventures and then comes back with treasure he can't explain where he got it from.
He's the Balon Greyjoy of Blind Sea Pirates.
Yeah, but like without all the rape and murder.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah, sure, if you say so.
Like less rape and less murder, much less.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, but like it's embroidered and it's kind of cool, right? Okay, so I am gonna go, and my objective is to find people to tell my stories to and to sing and to make some money, kind of. Yeah, I want to make some money, and I also want to, make friends and maybe make some contacts. See if I can figure out. People are probably traveling to the city, right? Like during this time, it's like a festival.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
You get the impression that this is like a weekly thing where they let the more riffraff non-adventure types into the city for entertainment.
Once a week?
And then yeah.
Wow. Okay, so it's not that big of a deal.
This is like adventurers who go off and have money to burn, and it happens regularly enough to where this is like a weekly kind of heyday.
Oh, okay.
It's like when the boys get back in town,
Yeah, when the boys get back in that. So I'm gonna go and just try to find some places to busk, and busk means to you like play instruments and like get money and stuff. So the guys on the road with the hat.
All these non-bards out there.
Yeah, for all you non-bards. I'm gonna go busk, and maybe I don't know. I don't want to pick a fight or anything, but I kind of want to find some interesting people. That's my goal. Just kind of feel the place out, make some friends and some enemies.
All right, yeah. So, you know from Sylvia's outing with the people that you met at the auction house that there's a really nice part of town that you need an invite to get into. But you're thinking that the way you're dressed, you could talk your way into that part of town.
Oh yeah, I'm in. Let's go do that. Because I could probably make some money or do something cool.
Yeah, so you traipse over to that side of the town, that main city.
Somebody at the door, but you're fine.
Yeah, Emily's husband.
Cool. So, you manage to find the guards that are guarding the side of the town that are for the rich and well-to-do.
Okay.
Alright. So, I'm thinking either do a charisma or basically
Oh, okay. Too much noise. I can't hear you. We were so rudely
Said you
interrupted.
were busy. You're gonna
I brought tacos.
Yeah, yeah. You're totally fine.
And beer.
Okay, so charisma or something else?
what skill would you like to use
To what?
to talk your way into the
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay, I can't hear because you guys keep talking. Can we turn it up?
What skill do we use to get in?
I have terrible hearing. Could we turn up the thing? It's ironic.
One side.
On this one. What skill do I want to do? Are there guards?
Yeah, there are two guards. They don't know you and they are looking at a clipboard or something, but they seem receptive to whatever story you're about to tell them. But
Okay. And then I say, good evening, gents. I'm the entertainment for the evening. I'm not sure if I'm on the list, but maybe you could just go ahead and let me pass through. And I whip out my guitar and I just start, busking just a little bit. Diddly, diddly, diddly.
one looks over at the other and like, should we let him through? And then the guard is like, we've had some trouble with security recently. Maybe you could convince us you are a well-off musician if you play us something.
Yeah, okay. I can play you a little tune. No, don't bring my guitar.
Bring his guitar.
Every time.
Okay. I don't know, like. Don't be a fuss. Just let me busk. That's all I say. And then I just give it like a little like. And then I just wink. I just wink right there, and I make eye contact.
One of the guards holds your eye contact and his cheeks get a little bit red.
Oh my god.
The other guard is just like,
Cool.
yeah, go ahead, head on back.
Sweet. And then I say, thanks, gents, and I flip both of them a coin.
One of them catches it, the other one like misses it totally and kind of crushes even more and you put it down the coin.
Oh,
Cool.
he has a crush on you.
Of course he does.
Make an impression.
He's making impressions. So I stroll up. So this kind of like a mansion, or is this like a gated community?
The walls to the city are in complete disrepair. They're very porous. People travel in and out of them all the time. However, internally, there is one section of the city where these massive walls, we're talking like 8-9 stories tall, ancient structures overgrown with different plants and vines, have been maintained well enough to prevent people from moving through it. You have now passed the only entrance from the main city into this wealthier district of town.
Okay.
They have similar stores and taverns and inns and houses, but everything is just much nicer.
Okay, cool. So I'm kind of looking for a party. So if I see like a party or a fun group of people, that's where I'm going. And I'm gonna kind of play up the whole blind thing. Like I don't want to look like I'm, like incompetent, but I definitely don't want to keep getting off that vibe that I can completely see.
Okay.
So, and I'm just kind of strumming my guitar as I walk around, and my bird is just kind of swooping overhead as I try to find. My goal is to like maybe find some people that might know something about the shipwreck or
Sure. Okay, so you're looking for information.
Information and fun.
Find the nicer taverns in town. It does not have the same atmosphere as the rest of the town, where there is just kind of chaos, pandemonium in the streets, tons of people moving in and out. This part of town is quiet on the street, but you can tell from the inn itself that there are a lot of merry-making, jovial individuals on the inside who are just having a grand old time. So you travel into this facility, you are struck by, you kind of have to look around excessively because you are playing off the I'm blind and I can't see. But your bird, looking through the, flies up to the rafters and looking down, see a lot of, plush leathers, you see a lot of light. Even though this building has, walls and very few windows to kind of give it its own atmosphere, there are alchemical globes and rich torchlight candles just everywhere lighting up this room.
Okay.
Like it's outside, even though it is bright outside, and if they just had some windows, they wouldn't need to do this. But it's
But they're rich, so they don't care. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Is there anybody that looks interesting to talk to?
Yes, there are a couple of individuals. There are a couple of people that you recognize, or you pretend not to recognize, because you don't see them. But you can hear them at the bar. They are the couple that you ran into at the auction house, and they are drinking.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're like the swingers, the Gatsby swingers.
Right.
Okay.
Mr. and Mrs. Gatsby Swinger.
Mr. and Mrs. Gatsby swingers. Okay. So what's to do? So I make a scene a little bit. I come in and I sort of bust open the doors and I just say, "Are these where the party people are at?" And then I say, "Does anybody here want to hear a tale?" And if I don't get a big thing, I use some what's the thingamabob that I have? What's the spell to make things loud and stuff? No, the thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy. The thaumaturgy. Yeah, I used the thaumaturgy, and I said, just somebody, and it kind of reverberates, "Want to hear a tale?" And there's some sparks and stuff.
The room goes quiet, and then all the attention just comes and turns on you, and then a raucous cry, "Yeah!"
Yeah, he said, "I can't hear you." and so then I jump onto the bar.
You hear the guy at the bar go, "Oh, you're deaf too, huh?"
and I smile and I flip him a coin.
It has Helen Keller's face on it.
It has Helen Keller's face on it. No. And I like that guy. He's funny. And so I jump onto I do kind of a surprise, with surprising agility. I kind of do one of those hand stalls and then jump onto the table.
Pretending to be blind.
Well, I'm not pretending. I don't have eyes, so there are no eyes.
Okay.
So earlier when I blinked at the guy, it was more like a creepy kind of facial compression. So I stand up and I start recanting the tales of Timit, son of Timit, and how a boy of limited mental capacity could accomplish so much.
I'm a simple man.
Sounds like an episode of Oprah.
And so I started talking about how he stowed away, after a drinking game, and then he was on a haunted ship, but we didn't know it was haunted, and then he ends up, befriending the captain, but he knew all along through his primal intuition that this captain was evil, and through some trickery and an exquisitely strong liver, was able to drink him under the table and essentially get him eaten by a shark that could fly. And how he came back through the shark when the shark came on deck, and then he bursts out of the shark, and how he single-handedly fought him off with the help of his nimble and wise blind friend. And so
I feel like you at some times of the story, you completely lose the audience. I feel look really confused, okay, what? Huh? But every time a big action scene happens, they get right back into it.
Okay, yeah, cool.
The shark can fly, huh? But it's and he kills it, and they're yeah.
Okay, yeah, perfect. And then I used some prestidigitation and stuff to make some smoke kind of look like the things I'm doing. Then I pull out my rapier and I kind of look away, and then I just kind of swipe it, and make it split in half, that kind of thing.
Jack, I need you to roll perception.
Oh, okay. Perception. I'm kind of perceptive. I'm not that perceptive. A 10.
A 10.
I'm into it. I'm too into it to really pay attention to my surroundings.
You're really into your story, and as you are kind of moving from tabletop to tabletop, avoiding or purposely knocking over bottles of people who aren't listening or giving you enough attention, you feel a soft pat, and then there's nothing. It's really crowded, so it's you felt there was something, but then you
and then I say,
really can't.
I stop and I say, is someone trying to get my attention? You have to remember I'm blind, but I'm not stupid.
You feel another touch, but this time, instead of it being removed, you feel a soft object in your hand.
Ooh, a soft object? Flaccid object? What's in my hand? Did somebody just put something weird in my hand?
You have found a single black crow feather in your hand.
God damn. Sorry. I take the feather and I stick it in my hat. God, it's the crow. I don't know. Do I introduce him just to make? I think I do. That's what Jack would do. And then do I know where he is?
You see him taking his cape and putting his glove and flipping it over and then spreading out into broad daylight.
Broad daylight in the thing, or did he run away?
He just left. He dropped the feather in your hand.
Yeah.
And then put on his big black cape and swung his hood and then swung his cape and then just walked out and it's mid-morning.
God, he's such a dork, but I love him. Okay, is that it? Is there anything special about the feather? Is there a note in the feather? Is it talking to me?
No, it's
it's just a feather.
It's just a feather. You can tell he's had this feather and it's really well cleaned. So it seems he's almost been collecting these for a long time and he's just found an excuse to use it finally.
Okay. Well, anyway, so is there anybody that's particularly into the story, or somebody that I think I want to be into the story? Somebody who looks like they might be more seasoned, like a sailor or something?
There are 2 or 3 scribes and other individuals. There's also a couple of wealthy patrons who are, just kind of, you have them in Rapture. They are, let's see.
In Rapture?
Yeah, so you have 3 individuals. One of them is described. You can tell he's just taking notes.
He's just taking notes. Okay, cool.
Taking notes.
Well, there's a stick in the fridge if you want.
And then you have 2 other individuals. You have like a young man with black hair, Elvis, who is just kind of like very intent on like your next words, and then you have a portly, rich noble-esque kind of individual who seems to be having a raucous good time, and every time you have a beat in your song or in your story,
Yeah.
like
That's
draws it and brings something.
All right, so I start to bring the story to a close, right? Of how we slayed the captain and then took the ship, and then used the ship to sail the high seas with a crew, and then I make a point to say that is this fiction or facts? You'll never know, that kind of thing. And then I end it with a big puff of smoke, and then not enough to like really like occlude me or anything, but just enough to like kind of we're done, finale. And then I kind of like do a little sort of like cartwheel off the table, but then kind of pretend to stumble. Kind of like, whoa, I can't believe he did that. He's blind, that kind of thing. And then I go sit down next to the person that was most interested,
Okay.
or the person that is most interesting, whichever one the DM determines.
Oh, okay then. So you choose, because of proximity, to sit next to the young black-haired elf, who's kind of like arm to arm next to the Strad, but he's between the Strad and you.
Okay.
And so he's leaning over and he says, "You really can't tell if this story's true or not."
He can't or I can't?
And he's asking you, you really can't tell me if this story's true or not.
Well, not right away. What's your name?
He pauses. He thinks.
Do you not know?
Oh, I know my name. My name is Finnegan.
Like Finn again, or Finn for the first time?
This Finn and again would be the closer to it.
Okay.
And again. What's in a name, really? I mean,
By any other name that smelled doth as sweet. So, what brings you here?
gonna continue on this Shakespeare rant.
Yeah, why not?
He looks over at you and says, "That story had the mark of truth on it. Wouldn't call it all true."
Well, the true story might actually be more entertaining, but it's a little bit harder to rhyme. So I tell him, yeah, what's his story? I ask for his story in return for mine.
His story. Immediately looks a little quiet and then says, "Well, I've been recruited recently to discuss things at bars."
Someone will pay you for that.
Well, it started more as a passion and as a hobby, and it turned into an occupation, you would say.
So are you a procurer of information?
I am a distributor of information.
Well, I might be in the market. So I asked him, I guess I just can say, so do you happen to know anything about a shipwreck? The shipwreck? And what was the name of that big ship again? The one I was on, that I should know the name of. Like the SS big ass elf ship? I don't know what it was. The one that was the size of a city and then it sunk and then,
You switch over to Elvish and basically just call it the big ass SS big ass Elvish ship.
The SS big ass Elvish
ship. The shorthand for that vessel. We're going to have to name it at some point. So I think we'll let you name your backstory.
The SS ass big. Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I asked him if he has any information about that. And that's it. I leave it at that. I mean, obviously, I'm looking for it. And I also ask him if he knows anything about a man named Seth. Seth Triaxone.
Seth. He says to you that he met a Seth, although he has heard of one. Nor has he ever seen a big-ass ship that, however, he is quite familiar with the one that you speak of. No one really knows what happened to that vessel. There are stories, and all of them are lies. It just depends on what lie you would like to believe in or hear.
The one that's true.
I know what did not happen.
What'd you say?
He said he knows what did not happen.
Oh, well, I guess that's good information too. What did not happen?
Right. He said there was never a single shot fired.
Okay.
There was no defense of that vessel.
Oh, creepy.
There was no survivors, even though every elf you come across who's a seaman will say that they were.
Okay. Do I think I should tell him that there was a survivor? Let me put this. Can I trust the guy?
Roll perception.
Sure. Perception is 11.
You get the sense that he speaks very openly when he wants to, and every time it seems like he pauses, it looks like he's trying to find a way not to tell you something, but then tells you anyways.
Okay. Well, I still have my truth coin, which is pretty cool. I got like 3 truth questions a day.
Oh, that's a good one,
Yeah, I love the truth coin. Thank you, Crow.
It's useful for something.
Yeah, so, okay. Is it true that he doesn't know who Seth is?
You flip the coin, kind of just subtly with your hand,
Yeah.
like you're just pointing to it, while whispering it, to the coin, throwing your voice a little bit so that the coin picks it up and this random individual does not seem to notice. However, as the coin lands in your hand, it tells you that it just says truth, and the symbol for truth on it, like all of a sudden, like the person's eyes light up as he sees that truth lie symbol, the truth being up, and he grabs your hand really quickly, and then says, "Where did you find this symbol?"
I tell him that I'm not quite sure if this is the best location to keep our conversation, because clearly our conversation cannot be kept by this bar. By this location. I know I should have said it, but it was so cheesy.
The patron, the wealthy individual who loved your story goes, "Here!" like to your statement.
Yeah, so he's been listening to me the whole time. Okay, okay, so cool. So, I don't know. I asked him if he wants to go for a walk, but no homo.
He doesn't take your elvish slang meaning, but he agrees that we should definitely discuss this in more detail.
Alright, cool.
As you go for a walk, he actually rolls up his sleeve and shows you a brand on his arm.
Voldemort.
That is the exact same symbol that you found on the coin. So that makes up the coin.
Whoa! So he has to tell the truth!
Yes, that's correct. You are immediately, you jump to that conclusion, but he lays it all out for you. He explains how his organization that he's a part of wears this brand that forces them to tell the truth, even if they don't want to.
That's awesome.
They distribute truth.
Before he finishes, I ask him what his most embarrassing story is.
He says, "How do you pick just one?" It seems like, and then he immediately goes into this elaborate story about how he was a young elf and he thought that he should be a ranger, and he went out into the woods. And he fell out of the tree while he was hunting and landed on one of his arrows in his backside. And he can't sit without a cushion anymore.
Oh.
Can
And
you
then he
still
brings out
procreate?
this little cushion that's been embroidered, like his mom made it for him.
Oh, wow, that is
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I actually just apologized to him. I say I wasn't sure if that was gonna work. I'm sorry. You didn't have to tell me, but you did. So.
Yeah, I really do. I really have to.
You really have to. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, so I cut to the chase, and I try to get as much information nicely out of him that I can about the wreck or any information I can use. And then I also ask him, like, well, I guess you go next. So does he tell me anything cool?
Yeah. So he informs you that his organization is very interested in what happened in the wreck, and they've been researching it. They had a man in Seth's vessel when he went to go look for the shipwreck, but they haven't heard from that agent since the ship was lost.
So wait, in Seth's vessel, so they know Seth's alive.
They knew Seth was alive.
So then he lied earlier. I caught him. Because he said that no one survived the wreck. Anyway,
Maybe
He
Seth
said
was
that, he said that all the sailors that you would come across claiming to be survivors were not.
so he's tricky. Okay, gotcha. All right, I got it.
It's tricky. You do get that impression. You get this, like, kind of, wow, he got away with telling the truth, but just barely. Like, it seems like he's practicing trying not to tell all the truth all the time because of that really embarrassing thing he has to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's only self-preservation. What's the name of his weird group? Oh, I have to ask him, right? So, what's the name of your weird group?
Yes. Our organization is called The Light.
The Light?
The Light.
That sounds like a cult, but okay.
You'd be surprised how coldish it can be.
Oh.
It's pretty coldish. I mean, these brands aren't, you know,
It hurts, I'm guessing.
they're for everyone, and you
They're
really
for
don't
everyone.
want you to say no.
They're for everyone. Brands all around. Okay, cool. So his name's The Light, and he said, what did he say? Like that they've been his organization is interested. I don't know. Does he have a card? Can I call him later?
He does have a card, and you see this emblem, and it actually looks really familiar to you because it shares some of the same markings as the platinum magic card that you've been carrying around.
Oh, cool. And does he have a name?
Does he have a name?
Sure.
Yes, his name is Finnegan.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I just had to say it again.
Finn
again.
again.
Yeah. Finn again. So is that like a meaning like it's the end yet again? Like Finn again.
It's an Irish name.
Yeah.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay, Finnegan. Cool. Well, thank you for the information. Is he asking me for info or
Yes, he would like to know. He is very interested in your story, the one that you were telling about the pirate ship and the captain and all of the different going.
I get it. Okay, let's speed this up because it's getting boring. So I tell him, I'm like, whatever. He's got a truth brand. He doesn't seem like he's too harmful. So I tell him the story, how, I'm a human, but I know Elvish and all that crap because I was a bard, or wanted to be a bard, and then they put me on the ship.
All of that.
Go through the whole thing. And so then I tell him, like, up to the exact moment that it happens, how it was, like, weirdly quiet, and then the ship basically just blows up, me and Seth fall overboard, the whole thing. And how I found Seth's diary. I even tell him that.
Okay. And he asks you about the captain.
The captain of the big ship?
Whoa,
hold on.
The ship that got swallowed by the shark that flew.
Sorry, the internet is making you have a stutter.
No, it's just a stutter. I'm sorry.
You sounded like a robot with a speech impediment. That's about right. Okay, so he asks me about the captain. Which captain? The captain that burst out of the guts of the flying. Oh, okay. I just tell. Yeah, that one. Oh yeah, I tell him all about him. I don't know. What do I say? I tell him everything. So whatever he thinks is interesting is emphasized.
Okay. He asks you if if you had seen or heard anything weird about the thing that brought him back, the words that he said, the phrasing that was mentioned when he appeared.
Crap. Are you gonna make me have to remember? And if I don't remember, then like I can't say it.
Do a roll. Do a d20.
Okay. Man, we should be better D&D players, shouldn't
As a
we?
player, you might be a little flawed with your
been like
memory on this
a month
subject
ago.
and not be able to recite it word for word.
What kind of roll am I making? Like a memory roll or an
Just a
investigation?
d20.
Just a 13. Lucky number 13.
Okay, so you cannot recall it word for word. However, as a bard and someone who picks up, the kind of language and the flow of it, it had like a kind of rhyming scheme and poetry to it almost. So you recall the gist of what it said, and he immediately brings out, a parchment and starts writing furiously everything that you say about this subject, and he tells you very explicitly that there has been something that's been going on up the coast with a part of this country, this empire has just dropped off the face of the earth. Like there is no one coming in, there's no one coming out, there's no messages, there's no trade, and like people who are nearby report weird sights of the landscape changing dramatically, and they think that this might have something to do with what's happening in the south.
Ooh. So that's bad. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Well, I tell him everything I know.
He says you should really get back to Shen. Shen will probably need to know this.
Did I never tell him?
No, you didn't.
Oh. I didn't tell the almighty wizard about the... Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'd say thank you. Or I guess thank you, lad. Thank you. Appreciate it. Here I thought you were some kind of creepy liar, and then you show me your tattoo.
I try.
So
I failed utterly, but I try.
I'm trying to be a creepy liar.
is he good? Is he a good guy? Do I think he's a good guy, or do I think he's like a creep?
You think that he is an agent for some clandestine truth distributing organization, and that he would much rather be able to lie, but he can't, and he's trying to figure out how to subvert that.
Ooh, so he's not necessarily good.
Whoa.
Would you want to tell the truth all the time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Boring, you know?
Camera week. So, let's pause with you there. Timid, I want you to roll a d20.
Right off the bat, you don't even know you're rolling.
Boom. Alrighty. We're going to go ahead and roll. Am I rolling for anything in particular or just a d20 straight?
Just a d20 straight.
3.
3, okay. So, you wander around the market looking for fish.
Do I find any fish?
You find so many fish, but every time anyone talks to you about the fish at the market, they don't use the word fish.
Oh.
They're talking to you about the flounder or the salmon. They're talking to you about a big haul and a catch and how fresh everything is. But it's weird. You're in the middle of a fishmonger and the word fish never comes up.
I think I should find the biggest fish.
Okay. So, as you wander around looking for the biggest fish,
From Adam's expression. It's
you start saying to yourself, fish. Looking around. Fish.
He's scared of fish.
you walk up to this huge fish. It's 8-9 feet tall. It is hanging from the rafters of this fishmonger's that's near where the bookstore should have been. Right kind of where you got accosted by the 7 individuals who took you in the tavern and kind of waylaid you from where this bookstore is supposed to be. And you walk in there and you walk into the fishmonger's and you find this huge fish and you like, it's like its face is really close to the floor because it's like hanging from the ceiling, and its eye is like just 6 or 7 inches off the floor, and it is like roughly the size of your face. It has inordinately large eyes. And you go in and look it in the eye.
And try to intimidate it.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d20.
Alrighty. 17.
You see a little like watery liquid drip out of its eye, and you think that maybe you might have made it cry, so you feel like it's quite intimidated.
Good.
It's thoroughly dead. It's just...
But it's very intimidated too.
Yes,
In death.
you feel like you properly intimidated this creature. You also roll a perception. Roll a d20. Add your perception.
15.
15. Okay. So with a 15, you see a black hooded, black caped individual sneak into the fishmonger store and pull something out of a pouch.
I put my hand out expectantly.
He just stops dead in his tracks and looks kind of forlorn, and like just drapes it and drops the feather into your hand.
I act very surprised. How did this feather get here?
He looks mollified and then like slinks backwards with his cape as he slinks out of the fishmonger.
Is there anything on? Is it just another one of these raven feathers or crow feathers?
Yours actually has a little bit of red ribbon on it. It seems like he thinks maybe you need a little more context to his marker than maybe the other individuals, and it has the word midnight on it.
Okay.
Tyler, what y'all's D&D group called?
And I'm
Dungeons
pretty sure your
and
character is
Dragons
smart enough to
and
read, right?
DOs.
What? Sorry?
Can your character read?
Oh, I don't think he
No,
can.
no, I can't read.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So, I'm sorry, it doesn't say midnight. It says really fancy cursive line markings that look kind of like a river. A little bit. It's very
River. Got it. Meet him at the river.
Alright, is there a river in town?
There is. There is. It's in the fanciest part of town. It's kind of where Jack roughly is now.
Yes.
Alright, I go there because I think that's where Shen wants me to meet.
Shen wants to meet.
All right. So you walk up to a gate where there are 2 guards with like very official, and they have their notebook, and they look at you, and they look at you coming, and their eyes get a little wide, and they're like, sir, you are not on this list. There is no half-clothed barbarian on this list.
You don't even know Timot's name.
There is no Timid on this list. It's probably why we don't know your name. Maybe you could go talk to the city watch about how your name's missing from our list.
Why don't you check under my father's name?
Okay. Who is your father?
Timid.
The one guard hands the notebook to the binder to the other guard and says, why don't you look for his father's name? He gives them an eye and flips through it. He's like, oh, here it is. You have special entrance through the tower. You go to the tower and then you go through the door there, and then you can enter the city that way.
Sounds good. I go to the tower.
Okay. This is where you were this morning, where you kind of woke up after your nap in the street. You walk in, and the guy that you fist bump has a little bit of like ice on in the bag on his arm, and he looks over at you and he's like, "Oh, Timid, did you leave anything? Did we not put something in your inventory? Your bag?"
Oh no, I was just trying to get into the other side of town.
Okay. Well, he looks around and he says, tell you what, I will let you get into the other side of town if you go to a specific tavern on that side of town and beat up one of their fighters really, really well. Like, just cream him. Can you do that?
Done.
Okay. He looks around and then he says, okay, we're going to have to play this one really, really well here. He says, okay, hold out your arms. And he grabs some chains and he like clamps them on your hands and he's like, all right, prisoner, this way. And he takes you away from the cells and up the stairs to the tower. As he passes the guards, he kind of rattles the chain and says, just taking him for a stroll. He has very poor charisma. So he takes you to the place where you exit the tower, the quiver, and you are now on the walls that separate the nice part of town from everything else. So you can actually see both sides at once, and he unchains your fake manacles and says, "All right, tenant, you see the tavern over there on your right with the copper roof?
Yeah.
That's the tavern I need you to go to and just beat their champion up to a pulp, okay?"
Okay.
Okay.
I'm on it. You
All right.
mentioned fighting. Timid likes fighting.
Yes, you do, Timid. And I love betting on you.
Me too. Yes, we're fighting.
All right. So you make your way down there are no guards on this direction. There are some nice stairwells that take you right down into the wealthier part of town. You actually pass within, kind of eyes distance Jack talking to some individual in black. You stroll into this other building that has a copper roof.
Was this the same bar that I was just in?
It is not, actually.
Oh,
it's
okay.
right across the street. Unfortunately, there were two buildings with copper roofs.
Oh no. There were two buildings with copper roof. Does he know which one is? All right.
So, Timothy, you are in a foyer of a really, really fancy house. And this old, kind of puffed up individual looks at you and says, good evening, sir. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for the champion. I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Okay. Well, if you would like to take a seat, I will go get the master of the house to deal with this.
Is he a good fighter?
He was once.
How big a boy is he?
He just got country real quick.
He's quite large of a fellow. I would say my lord is very he has gravitas.
Well, good. You go get him. Hurry up now.
Yeah. Kill him right now.
Dignifiedly scampers away, and in a couple of minutes you see a portly, large human figure, kind of with a cane walk limp into the room, and he says, "What's all this?"
Are you the champion?
Well, I've been called many things. Champion is one of the titles I still hold, yes.
Oh no.
Do you fight?
Oh, I do fight.
Get
I
on
fight
country
quite a
boy,
bit.
on you.
You'll still see
I'm
me in
a
the
cow.
war fighting.
I like it.
I like it. It's fun.
For justice every day.
Well, let's get it on. Show me what you got. Let's go. You and me.
What case is this for?
Case? This is for the guard up at the tower. He said he wanted me to come whoop your ass.
You said what?
I don't think we are on the same page here.
Sorry.
I'm here to whoop your ass.
Well, sir, I do find your vernacular quite rustic. However, you will find my own conversational skills still apt for any debate you would like to bring home.
He's a debater. He's a debate.
Is this guy, is he a champion? Is he a master? Are you a master of your craft? Are you a master debater?
I am quite the master debater.
Oh my god.
Guys, just masturbate.
Well,
Thank you.
I mostly debate with my fists now. So we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. I'm going to have to take my fist and debate it with your mouth.
Oh god.
What is happening
All
right
right.
now?
I don't know, but we just got country really randomly.
Are you going in for an attack? Are you?
No, I'm just threatening.
Okay.
Should I roll an intimidation or something like that?
Yeah, you're on intimidation.
6.
Wait, do you add it together?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not intimidating for some
I'm
weird
not that
reason.
intimidating.
Oh.
His grasp of the common tongue is not allowing him to fully get his threat to other individuals through conversation. So, unfortunately, this individual's intelligence is very high, but his common sense is very low. So he says, might I have the pleasure of knowing the contestant that I am facing in my foyer today?
I don't see no contestants around here. I don't know what a contestant is.
Well, I believe it's you. I was asking for your name, sir.
Huh?
Your name.
You want to know my name?
You have a name, I presume. I mean,
My name's Timid, or son of Timid, or Timid son of Timid.
It's one of those three.
and it's Timid. You would like to discuss fisticuffs, is that correct?
I don't know about no discussion, but yeah, sure, let's do fisticuffs.
All right. Are you for or against?
This is hilarious.
It sounds like Brad Pitt and Django.
Yeah, it's Brad Pitt and Django. You do get it sound like Brad Pitt and Django.
Or not Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah.
Was it Leonardo? Yeah. With the little. Yeah.
Let's do fisticuffs. Let's go.
Okay. So are you taking the side of defense? Are you suggesting that you are positive for the fisticuffs?
Yes, let's do the fisticuffs.
Okay, so I shall take the negation. So as the positive, I will let you have
I
the
don't
floor.
understand what's happening here.
You gonna let me hit first?
Well, you do get to
You know what's about to happen.
Normally, those who speak for the positive of the subject do get the initial
I get to go.
salvo.
I get the initial blow. All right. I go over and I punch him in the face. Boom.
Okay, roll an attack.
You didn't be in prison. Did you just
17? No.
I thought you just crit. Killing. His head just exploded.
To hit this guy, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh no.
What's my damage on a?
Wait, is it really just a 10? Because isn't it 10 plus your unarmed attack?
I added my strength to it, but
Oh, okay. I don't know how it works.
a 3.
Okay, so you do 3 damage as you strike him in the face, and he spins around. His cane flies across the foyer and hits the wall on the opposite side. You do quite as right before he goes down, and he's out cold, but right before he hits the ground, he does say, "Oh my!" and then hits the ground, and he's just out. The servant comes in and looks down and looks at you and like slowly backs up and shuts the door. You are alone in a massive foyer with an unconscious, overweight noble.
Ah, shit. Well, can I figure out that I'm in the wrong place? I was like, that guy wasn't very tough. I don't think that was the right guy to fight.
So are we gonna say this is intelligence or perception? What do my players think?
Perception.
Perception, yeah.
It's not really intelligence because he's like, would he be this,
Well, I critted on it, so
whatever
Wow.
it was?
whatever it is.
Okay. You realize not only that you are in the wrong room or the wrong house, you know which building is the right one now. And you're pretty sure that this guy has never been in a fight in his life.
Oh.
The one on the ground.
Well, I pick him up and I carry him over to the bar, and I walk across the street to the other copper roofed house, and I set him down and I buy him a beer. And once I buy him a beer, I go fight the biggest son of a bitch in this bar.
He's like slouched over the bar, unconscious.
Oh my
There's a beer
god.
in front of him.
You ask about their champion, and the barman gives you a look, kind of taps his chin, and then eyes like a back door that like goes down, like it's like a cellar door, indoor cellar door.
Oh, it's Fight Club.
And then he like looks at you again and then looks at the cellar door.
Oh, all right. I see where you're going with this.
He's not sure that you do.
I roll a 9 perception.
Okay. He looks at his the cup he's kind of glossing up, and he writes a little note and he puts it in the cup and hands it to you.
I take the note and I eat it.
So you grab the note. It looks like a river.
Everyone's telling you to go to the river.
I already went there.
I don't even look at it. I just eat it. I think he's offering me food.
You take his note and you start eating it in front of him. He gets the sense that maybe you didn't get anything out of that note. And he puts up a finger, and then he moves it to the left and moves it to the right, and then he points to the door.
Alright, I go where the pointing finger says.
You get to
As you
the
go to the door, it swings inwards, and you move down into a room that is completely dark, and you can't see anything. You hear inside the scuffling of feet, and you see a little light kind of like coming from around a corner or something.
Anyone there?
You hear like 30 voices all whisper at the same time. Shh.
I just yell really loud. Ah!
A bunch of lights.
I did not expect that in my ear.
Yeah, I didn't expect that in my face.
You have a couple of minutes by you were deafened.
Who's deafened?
Your shot was very effective.
I'm deafened.
You see them all, various rich nobles, all wearing these like really fancy masks that don't hide who they are at all, but you don't know any of them, so you're not sure exactly what's going on. But you have found an underground nobleman's pit fighting room.
Alright, I call out, who's the biggest, baddest son of a bitch in this place? I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Alright. A quaking sound
I really like Country
and
Barbarian.
you are immediately aware that what you thought was a wall at the back of this small little fighting pit was actually a large stone-colored half giant.
Oh, shoot.
Is this the big bad son of a bitch?
He is like crouched down so that like the roof is like just it looks like the roof, the entire building is sitting on his shoulders, and he looks at you and he says, I think that would be me.
Well, let's get it on. Let's go. I go into a rage.
You want to rage?
I go into a rage, man.
Oh man.
Well, what are you angry about at this point in time?
I'm just angry. I'm always angry.
Angry he wasn't a wall.
Right,
It's a
I'm just
secret.
wondering.
You're not a wall? You're a liar.
Mark in your ignition for your rage this time.
Is he larger than me?
He is larger than you.
I'm pissed off about that.
Okay. You look at his massive size and you think he was looking down on you because he is. And that pisses you off. As you fly into a rage, the noblemen in their foppish little masks scatter to the edges of this room as you go into combat with this half giant. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
21.
21. Okay.
You got
Yeah.
him.
The half giant is going to go first.
Really?
He has a
Yeah.
lot of initiative.
So.
I'm raged. Nothing can touch me.
I'm level 3. I'm invincible.
Okay. So. He is going to take a swipe at you with his fist. He crits.
Oh. Shoot.
Critical fails or critical 20?
He's natural 20.
Alright.
Well,
Wasn't it? Oh, we did it.
so now you take full
Okay.
damage.
So.
Yeah, because he doubles his damage and you have
He's
yours.
boxing, too.
You probably won't die, you'll probably just get knocked out.
I'm glad that you're raged.
Concussion.
Okay, so I need one of these.
I need all the dice. Just roll all the dice. Ow, that was a lot of sound.
That is 9 points of damage.
Oh,
Alright.
That's not reduced. It's 18 points of damage. You just take 9
Okay.
because it's bludgeoning.
okay.
You feel like the stone wall in the back of this room just made a fist and punched you in the face. And because the fist is so big, it's more like it punched you in the body than the face.
Good.
And maybe like a
How
little
tall is
crossed
this
up
thing?
as well. Just
How tall is this thing?
This thing, you get the sense that it would probably be 12, maybe 13 feet tall, but it's crouched over so much because it's only like an 11-story roof. Like, so it's like
11
he's
foot, yeah.
very much on.
Oh, so he's a disadvantage. Perfect. How tall are you?
I am 6'5" or 6'7", something.
So he's double your height?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
6'5".
6'5". Okay, but you're like 300 pounds, so.
Yeah. I'm not small, but alright, I go in for an attack.
Okay, roll an attack.
What, are you punching him or are you?
No, I'm kicking him in the nuts. It's a 20. I
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
What do I roll damage?
Yeah, what's nut damage?
It's your unarmored strike.
It's an unarmored strike rage with the barbarian 20 crits to the nuts.
But he's also kind of made out of stone. We'll see. Hopefully you don't break your leg.
Speaking of nuts, what's walnut?
Speaking of nuts. Yeah, definitely.
Are those stormy brownies?
No, these are Celeste brownies. Don't do drugs, kids.
Alright, roll the dice.
So unarmored defense, no. Unarmored. I'm just okay. Your hit dice. Okay, so no, that's not hit dice. That's.
I wish you would have reckless attack.
I believe you're at a 1d8.
Okay.
So roll 1d8 and then double that.
Oh.
So 16.
Okay, so you solidly connect to this giant, half-giant, like, family jewels, and he just grimaces at you. His eyes go really big. Just like his face just looks like an avalanche as his brows just go down over his eyes. You can't even see his eyes anymore, and he backhands, so he prepares for a backhand at you. And he crits.
Whoa.
What?
I told you used up all the ones earlier.
That's right. His dice is light on that side.
Okay, so you take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Damn.
So let's just crit back. You have to reckless attack to do an advantage.
Crit.
Crit.
You gotta do an advantage roll.
Well, I'm still
I'm just
attacking
kidding.
melee rage. I still actually have advantage on all these rolls.
Do you have
I'm
a
sorry.
sword or something? Like, it might be time to not do unarmed strikes.
Is that like kosher? Yeah, fuck it, I don't care.
He's double your height.
Double my height? Yeah, I'm about to.
Yeah, I think they'd
Is your
understand.
sword still peace tied though?
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna keep boxing with this guy for a while and just see what happens.
Maybe go behind him. I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna roll advantage on that one. Alright, we're gonna roll a 13.
Okay, with a 13, you just managed to get past his arm defenses. As he backhands you, he brings his other arm up as kind of like a shield, and you manage to just sneak around with it. Go ahead and describe your attack there.
So right now I'm like going in underneath. I'm kind of going for some
Another
spleen.
ball shot.
Well, no, not for a ball shot, but like some spleen or like something that's like within reach. I guess the spleen shots are like this for me because the guy's so tall. But I'm going for vital organs.
Gotcha. Roll damage.
All right.
Spleen's not quite.
5.
5. Okay, it takes 5 points of damage as he shifts and takes the brunt of that damage. Just like torso. It looks like he's actually shifted into it to like try to redirect some of the pain away from his crotch area. It looks like he's kind of guarding at this point. Let's see. I have this dice to do this again.
You gotta ride him.
19 plus 4. Yeah. Okay. 20 something. That's gonna hit you.
Yeah.
And it's gonna not get double damage. 5 damage for you.
All right.
Wow.
This is quite the fight. All right.
You might have to get creative.
Yeah, I might have to get creative on this, but I can't like he's gonna get an attack of opportunity if I leave his range.
You can still be creative.
Go between his legs and get behind him.
Yeah. He's huge. And he's disadvantaged, right? He's like 12 foot tall and
Can I do some athletic ass shit here?
Yeah, you can.
Am I like near the wall or like near anything like that I can jump off of?
So the way that this is a very enclosed space, and the nobles are kind of against the wall. If you wanted to use one of the walls to like kind of go up to get more height, you could probably bounce off a wall onto him.
Yeah, okay, that's what I want to do. I want to like use like a noble, maybe like put my foot on a noble's face and jump up and bolt up and like get this guy around the neck and start choking him out.
Oh, but he can.
Okay, so you're going for a grapple.
Yeah, for a grapple.
The noble is surprisingly dexterous, and he gets his hands right where your foot is about to land on his face, but that provides you an excellent kind of launching point.
Okay.
He saves his face, but you are sprung onto the half giant's back. And
Okay.
you're going to go in for a grapple.
Yeah, I want to grapple.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for a grapple. That's just a d20 again.
D20. All right, I rolled an 18. Do I have my strength?
Yeah,
25.
25. Yeah, you get a firm lock. Your arm, it's actually funny. The way that you have to reach across his entire kind of like over shoulder around his neck and back again, you don't have that kind of like, I'm using my elbow to like choke him out. You actually have to use flex all the way to your fingers. Every muscle in your arm has to be flexing to like slowly start coming off the air to the giant's lungs. He slowly turns. I've got a great grapple with that. So that would not be an attack at you. Go ahead and roll we're doing a strength contest, so go ahead and roll a d20.
12.
Okay. You manage just to hold on, and he actually uses some of his movement, and he starts going towards the wall and kind of like elbowing people that were just kind of bystanders. They start kind of stampeding out of the way because he seems to get a little desperate at this point. It's your turn in the initiative order. What do you do?
All right. So I got that one arm on him. I got another arm free. Can I reach in, grab my rope, and then secure my rope around this guy's neck? So that way I'm choking him out with the rope?
Okay, so you have the sling backpack on and the rope in an easily accessible kind of couch behind you. You've pulled out the rope. I'm going to make you do let's say dexterity to maintain the strength and swing something around his neck.
All right, a 10.
Yeah.
All right, the rope
Almost There's the one right
on the other side, but you're not able to grab it at the time, so now it's kind of just draping across the front of the giant. You weren't quite able to connect with that yet.
All right, rats.
All right, he's going to try the break grapple again.
Strength.
You get the exact same thing, so he is getting more desperate.
I critted on that strength check right there.
All right, so he starts going to like kind of. It looks like he's moving like further into the room, and he's like looks like he's trying to push against some sort of access point, maybe like an escape hatch kind of thing. And your entire arm just starts flexing. It actually starts burning. You feel like that lactic acid from the tips of your fingers all the way to your shoulder as all of your immediate energy is run out and you're just hanging on for dear life. Go ahead and you can either try to do that rope thing again or try something else.
Rip his ear off. Just bite it off. Mike Tyson.
Yeah, let's Mike Tyson this guy. Just bite his ear off.
Go on.
Okay, so let's see, he's twice as tall as you. This is a big ear. You know how like elephant ears in high school? Have you ever had those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, his ear is roughly that size.
It's biteable, right? Is it
Oh,
biteable?
it's very biteable. Yeah.
And his face is huge.
I'm telling you, it's a target. It's a very large target.
It's Mike Tyson. 17.
You managed to get a huge hold of that top lobe of the deer, and you just start pulling. Make a strength check with your teeth, apparently.
14.
14. You
So
managed a huge gushing amount of blood, and some dark color comes out from this edge of the ear at the top, and just like splatters your face with the the ear is still 3/4 mostly attached, but it is now bleeding profusely the way face wounds do. And he's big, so he's like twice as much blood as you would expect coming out of that ear at you. He is not happy about this. Yeah, he cannot break your grapple.
Nice.
Just keep going. Just keep
Let's
nibbling.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna bite his neck now on the other side. Just start chewing on his neck.
Okay.
Romantic.
And you're gonna roll a 12 on an attack. I don't know if that's gonna be good enough.
Your teeth can't find purchase the wet ichor on your face. It's so much liquid that you can't really get a good firm grasp on this giant's neck. Come on, guys, do something. There we go. He flings himself backwards and just crushes you against the wall.
Oh,
And
rats.
7. You take 7 points of damage,
How
and
much more damage did he take?
you need to make a strength check if you want to hold on.
Alright. 17 on the strength check and 7 points. Is that cut in half because I'm raged or not?
Yeah, it'd be bludgeoning damage, cut in half.
So have you been cutting in half all this damage for him, or is he doing that?
I've been cutting it in half before, but this one I just forgot to.
Okay,
Okay.
so it would be 4 or 3?
I think it's
It would be 3.
3, okay. So we're at 9, okay. Alright, and
have 9 points
does a 19 of strength check succeed to hang on?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he is no longer grappled, like you're not choking him at this point, you're barely holding on as he kind of
Oh,
smushes
okay.
against the wall.
Well, let's retry and choke him again. So let's like try and get that rope around him and choke him out. Alright, we're gonna roll a 23 on this one.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, that is going to successfully manage to get that rope across. He's like kind of on his knees, which still puts you 8-9 feet in the air, and he's breathing heavily. And then all of a sudden, this rope just cuts that off as he like dives and grabs at the rope a little bit too late. Go ahead and make a strength roll. He's going to try to throw you off.
20.
Okay. You managed to hold on. What do you want to do?
Alright, I'm gonna now, so I've got him strength, I'm no longer like against the roof, right? So I'm gonna actually start using my legs, and I'm gonna pull back with both sides of the rope in his hand, and like my feet between his shoulder blades, and I'm just gonna use my whole body strength to actually lift and pull this rope against his trachea and cut this windpipe off.
Okay. Alright. Go ahead and roll for that.
Alright, a 14.
14. Alright. You feel like with the giant's back kind of twisted up and as bunched as much as it is, and with like all of his like muscle strain to try to get this rope off, that you feel like you just managed to start pulling that back. Like some of those muscles like are unclenching as you forcefully bring your legs into his back and arch his neck backwards. So we'll make one more attempt to break this.
Perception.
Can't do it.
No, it's not really good.
Nice.
Oh, really?
So go ahead.
Let's finish this guy. Let's
Just
choke
see if
him
we
out.
Remember why he's
Okay.
Oh, good. 24.
24. Yeah. So you managed to firmly hold on for your.
Wow.
What happened? Sorry. There's a fly and we're all children.
It was on your face. We were doing you a favor.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. A very attractive face with flies. Yeah, I can see like the little icons and like each side, like someone's like, I feel like they're trying to get my attention. Raise a hand. Raise a hand.
Well, so he's still on and you're still choking him out, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
I don't know if he's passed out yet or not.
Does he know why he's doing this?
You feel the giant his feet under him and his arms, and you all of a sudden feel them clench, and he just flings himself bodily at the wall. At this point, it doesn't look like there's any rhyme or reason to it.
Oh.
He smashes into the wall. It dislodges you. It flings you forwards into the wall. Go ahead and roll dexterity.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh,
You missed your
19.
chance.
Yeah, I rolled really high on this. 22 dexterity.
With 22, you brace both of your legs against the wall, allowing your end with the rope still around his neck, grabbing it. You manage to balance yourself in such a way as to not just smash the wall like the giant actually did. You can tell that he has labored breathing, but he's knocked himself practically unconscious at this point.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Kill him.
Yeah, kill him.
Wow, guys, just because some guy told you to.
Did the guy at the guard? He's knocked out. I'm out of combat at this point, right? Or am I?
Yes.
This guy's still
And
dead.
you look around, and there is no one left in this room at all.
Oh.
That's then definitely kill him.
No, let's buy this guy. Let's wake him up and buy him a beer when he gets up.
Okay.
But first, we gotta find the river, right? And Shen.
Yeah.
So I say, hey, don't envy the headache you're gonna have in the morning, but sleep well and dream of large women.
All right. As you say that, you go up to up the entrance that you came in. The barman kind of looks at you like a little shocked that you're walking out on your own 2 feet. And immediately to your right, you hear a waiter ask one of the noblemen, "Sir, would you like the steak or would you like the fish?"
Oh.
And at that moment, roll perception.
Oh,
I critical failed it.
no.
I'm not here to help you.
No, you're on your own, man.
Roll dexterity for me.
Okay. I critical actually 20'd that one.
Wow.
You have no idea. Like, you catch the word fish. Like, you perceive no danger around you.
If you want.
But as the noble starts to answer the waiter, you see a flash of movement that you don't know where it came from, and you jump at it because this is the danger. This is the fish.
Danger sense.
You finally found it, and you take 12 points of damage, not reduced.
Why are you guys not together?
Well, I'm dead.
Shit.
Well, you're not dead.
Because we came
It doesn't work like that, but you found the 0 health points,
Yeah.
right?
Are you doing saving throws now?
A dagger flashes out of nowhere and strikes you, and right in the way of this nobleman who was sitting there, and from his kind of shocked expression as you collapsed onto his table, the entire inn is just pandemonium and chaos. And actually, that's where we're going to end our night.
Oh.
Look, I critted.
Yeah, I
Man.
think you might have done something good though.
Yeah, you saved someone's life with your dexterity save, but your perception meant that you got sneak attack damage on you.
Oh boy.
So you
Okay.
save someone's life, but you might also be dead.
I'm
Yeah.
good and gone, man. That's the end of Tim.
He'll be back.
You're in the middle of a populated inn in the noble, rich part of town, full of witnesses. So whatever just happened, everyone does not know, but you're bleeding out, and there's a lot of people around you like, what's going on? So,
There's probably a wizard around.
The end.
Alright, that was cool. That was a good session.
That was good.
Alright.
It was good.
Well, cool.
Better than last time. I can't remember. Last time was not so.
well, I hope everyone had something this time. I know last session I felt a little bit bad at the end there with Andy, like, oh, by the way, Andy, you're here, and you just have to sit and wait.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, well, he didn't show up, so. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did have plans to like bring him more into it at this point because he hasn't had his own thread for a little while.
Yeah.
Well, that might have been the first episode officially recorded, right?
Oh yeah, let's pause it.
Well, we could pause it, or we could, I don't know, introduce ourselves.
Hi, my name's Stormy. I'm the person that started recording this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'll let Stormy taking credit.
Yeah, hi, I'm Tyler. It was my idea the whole time.
I'm Celeste. I play with a bunch of liars. This is my idea.
And I'm Cassie, and I'm just along for the ride.
Cool.
And I'm just the fat guy that eats tacos.
Hey, is this some random stranger you just sent down?
Yeah, we
The
have
door was unlocked, so
tacos and a Ninja Turtle comic.
yeah, we're meeting Kevin Easton tomorrow.
I'm Adam, and I'm the dungeon master, and I make everything up as I go along.
That's good.
Alrighty.
Episode 1.
Thank you for watching our first episode of DNDND. Have a great night.
You know?
Yeah, D&D and O.